Appreciate you for coming again. Reason why you're here is because I guess every single time we talk and every single time you cut my hair, like I see what you're trying to tell me. You know, like your vision of you wanting to have your own barbershop, and so the upcoming, well, not even upcoming, just people that wanting to do something. You know, because again, we're in an age where everybody's putting themselves out there. Like if you're posting yourself with your fit on, or you with your cuts. Again, me with my videos, and again, just noticing that people are trying to do something out of nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the first question for you will be, how did you even start cutting?
Nah, it was always my dad, bro, because like, obviously he was always cutting my hair and shit. One day I was just like, yo, I want to learn how to cut hair, you know? You know how to, you could teach me. And it's just something, I don't know, it just keeps on my mind one day saying, oh, I want to learn how to cut hair.
Yeah.
I just want to, yeah.
And what would be like 3 lessons you learned that you still carry on now?
I feel like this is a basic saying, but practice makes perfect, you know?
Practice does make perfect, yeah.
So you just need to keep practicing every time. If it's with the scissors, lining up, getting the fade right. It's just that, you know, you just gotta keep like progressing, you know, getting better at it. Because like, obviously there's still be competition, but if you become your own and always be better than what you were before, you know, you become, you know, greater type shit. You become better.
So you just keep working on your craft every single time?
Yeah. Every time I get something new or the same thing,
yeah,
I try to make it better.
Yeah.
The slightest things, you know.
And how do you put that on? For example, if you had a client today, are you cutting while still learning, or are you like, alright, let me just do what I know? For example, the designs, you know?
The designs?
You were telling me about the designs, and I'm like, in my head, it's like how confident are you doing the designs since you just like recently just started doing that? Like if somebody told you, I want to design, and you're like, I bet. Like, are you confidently gonna do it, or are you gonna be like, alright, like whatever happens?
Low key, on a lie, at the beginning with the designs, it was kind of like that, like, okay, whatever happens. But now, not gonna lie, I kind of got comfortable with it. Like with Marco, low key, the nigga design I seen like on TikTok and other people get it, and I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna try this.
So he showed you what you wanted, what he wanted.
No. Because I asked him, I was like, oh, you want to design or not? He was like, if you want to, do it. And I was like, you know, keep fucking, let's do it.
Oh, so you offered yourself to do the design?
Yeah. And he was like, yeah. Like, fuck it, yeah. And then I did it, and it came out pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. It's the confidence you want to do that with. Yeah. So for me, it's like, fuck you, if I can make this look, like, obviously it has to look alike. It could also sometimes look better than what it originally is.
Yeah.
But now it's trying to, like, I kind of already know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's just making them look more crispy, or like getting something more out of it.
Like more clean, right?
More clean, yeah.
So you said about being confident. What would you tell the people that might not have confidence, you know, might not believe in your own skills? Like, what would you tell them if they ever cut hair, or I guess, for example, with nails, you know, the girls, they're doing their nails and they're practicing at home, right? Most of them have their own, like, at home, whatever.
You're trying to say, yeah.
What would you tell them? Because, again, they first got confidence on themselves, and then they got confidence on their skills. What would you tell the upcoming, you know, guy or girl that's wanted to be a barber? What would you tell them to be?
Like,
how to improve their confidence?
The confidence?
Yeah.
I feel like it's to not care what the people say. So that's like a basic thing almost for everything.
You said what?
Like, to not care what people say. Oh, because like some people could be like, oh, you give me a fucked up cut, nigga, stop cutting this shit. You know, like, yo, nah.
Like, even as a friendly, like, yo, don't even cut no more. You know, like that kind of like
it kind of sometimes makes you feel like, damn, should I really stop?
Yeah.
But sometimes you should just be like, yo, fuck that nigga. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna still cut because like it's the way more tight or something like that. Like, you know, because you need to keep yourself up, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like some people are gonna try to, but some people aren't.
Yeah.
But the only person that really needs to do is yourself.
Right, facts.
You need to keep yourself up, you know, like tell yourself, like, like I'm gonna get better trust. Like,
yeah.
You know, you keep watching, I don't know, videos that kind of make it better. Get better, you learn, you know.
Now, yeah, that's why I say that you need that intensity inside of you to even, again, inspire yourself. You know, you have to, like, low key, like, even talk to yourself, like, yo, I gotta keep going. You know, no matter what he says, I have to just, you know, keep being consistent. Again, I'm trying with this, being consistent. But it's just, again, stuff going around. But again, that's not my excuse. Or why I'm not doing no videos. Consistency wise, you being consistent with your cuts, How are you trying to improve yourself with that?
Consistency wise, low key getting the cuts done faster.
Done faster?
Done faster, yeah. So like, let's say one person get him like in like shit 45 minutes. You already know, because like obviously some cuts can take you like a longer time, but if you can cut that down, that's better. So you can get more people in and shit like that. So I feel like for me, it's just obviously I think I'm pretty consistent already for what I've done and what I've seen myself do. So I think I'm pretty good at like cutting hair already. I think it's the time management.
So of how fast? Because again, that time you had what, Christmas? So
Christmas,
like 2 days before Christmas.
Yo, it was like
or something like that.
Like 7? No,
yeah.
not it was like 6 people, I think.
Yeah, you had. I was there. Some other guy was already in the tier, and then he had like 3 like 4 of our cousins. I'm like, yo, that's. I mean, you know, you probably had a good payday that day, but it was time management is definitely one of those.
Yeah, for sure.
And with you again, what, 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
How do you maintain that time management? You know, you have. I mean, we just passed Christmas. Merry Christmas. You know, been past Halloween, or even when this is out, it's about to be New Year's. So Merry New Year's. Merry New Year's. Happy New Year's. You know, Happy New Year's.
New year, new me type shit.
Yeah, we're coming different this year. But yeah, you being 16, how do you maintain school? Again, you do sports too. Get family time and then cut. You know, how do you maintain that? Because again, like it's difficult to even bring people here, or your clients finding time where you and him are both free. You know, so I know that's already hard enough. So how do you maintain that consistency or of you know your life,
time management life?
Where you and your cuts and your clients.
Well, I mean, for right now, obviously there's no sports, no soccer. Technically, the season's over.
Yeah.
So like right now, I'm chilling. Like obviously, I still got somewhat of a club to go to, but I just don't go for the practices. Cause like, look, I don't know. Like I've been cutting like almost every week, so it's kind of like I'm like, fuck it. For right now, I'm gonna just do this cause the season doesn't even start until like next year in like I think February. Later on. So I think right now it's just this, which is cutting. And obviously, what you said, like family time and other like specific things. I don't know. Sometimes I see it. You know, like if my family's like, oh, we're going to a party. Or, oh, we're gonna go see, you know, your cousins, this and that. And I'm like, if the place low-key is closed, like, if I can get there, then I'm gonna just go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just...
What do you mean? What's close?
Oh, shit. Like, your cribs.
Oh.
Like that, I think, like...
Oh, okay. Like my house, for example.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, bet. Like, I got, like, let's say 2 cuts, and then you can party at your crib. We'll be like, look, fuck it, let me stay with the 2 cuts and then we go to your crib.
Right.
But if it's something more like far or some shit like that, and it's, I guess, a little more like the important shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, fuck. I'm gonna be like,
fuck somebody's birthday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, I got you 2 right now, but I'm gonna have to get you tomorrow, the other nigga.
Damn.
But like, something like that, I don't know. But for the most part, I feel like I'm more like considering the cuts. Sometimes over other things.
Right. And since, you know, again, soccer is one thing, right?
Yeah.
But then school comes in the cut, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, people are gonna always tell you this. What's after high school?
After high school?
Because again, we always get overwhelmed just because of that, you know? And then we somehow, some way, we just let our dreams just fall, you know? How do you plan on adjusting that? Or what's after high school? For you?
So that's what I think is my head. I guess university, it's kind of like a trade school, right? Like cosmetology shit. You know,
what?
Like cosmetology.
Yeah.
That's something like, you know, you learn how to cut hair, diet, everything. You know, I think that's what I'm gonna do because like supposedly that one makes you like low-key a little more money than just barbering. Because when you have cosmetology, you can do everything.
So you're gonna do like hair too? You wanna do hair too?
Yeah, basically dyeing it, perming it, even cutting female hair.
No, yeah, that's hard.
I'm gonna get hustled like that too. So, I think that's gonna be the move. Cosmetology, learn, get that shit done.
Yeah.
And then obviously I gotta work at a barbershop because obviously people with money can open their own barbershop and make more money from there. But I don't think I'm gonna have that like enough money by then. But I think I'm gonna work at a shop, get everything down, learn from there, learn from the owner. Yeah. Because he's gonna obviously know everything to be an owner.
Alright.
So I'm gonna just learn again, learn with him, and
Like learn a little bit more, you know.
learn a little more like that, and then be the owner of obviously my own shit. Because obviously, once I learned enough to go on my own, it's once I really kind of like, you know, got it down, so I can be my own boss, you know, pay my clients or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
People that are gonna work for me, so then obviously they get a cut and I get a cut too.
Word.
So like obviously I have money, and then yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Customer wise, how do you even get a customer? You know, obviously friends, maybe a friends,
family,
you know,
friends, whatever.
family. Yeah. Like that's already there on the table, you know. Even after that, like same thing with the podcast, you know. First video, our cousin. This one, you, my cousin. How do you mentally prepare yourself to even like go outside of, you know, cousin wise, you know? Again, your friend, you know.
Random.
Yeah,
like someone random to come slide.
Yeah, like how would you set yourself up
I kind of did
to get more customers?
With some dude, because he said his barbers didn't pick up. So he saw my shit and he slid. I think it's because he said, oh, like I saw your shit and your shit wasn't that bad. So I was like, fuck it, let me slide.
Where, like saw your shit where?
On IG.
Oh, where?
Yeah, he said, oh, your shit was kind of like, you know, it's not bad, it's kind of hard. So I was like, fuck it, let me pull up. And yeah, I asked him at the end, I was like, you fuck with the cut? He's like, yeah, fuck with it. So I was like, bet. So I think like that, I guess you just need to know people. Not even.
What do you mean know people?
Not even basically knowing them of you cutting their hair, just you knowing them in general. Because, you know, like people can just be supportive, you know, they can just follow
you think like putting your face out there?
Yeah,
like putting in like your face but yourself out there too. Because I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like people that put their clothes like on IG and all that, they think that that's, you know, it's done, you know, like the whole like promoting yourself is done. But in my opinion, it's like people don't want to see what you like. People want to see what other people like, you know. So again, like for me, like I could simply just do videos of, you know, what I like and all that, but it's also entertainment, you know. It's also just being able to teach something to somebody, you know. And I feel like when you're doing something like that, like showing yourself out there, like people have to also see that other people are liking it too, you know. And it's like, oh, I bet if these 3 people like what he's doing, then I might see what's up, you know. So again, how would you, for people that are trying to put themselves out there, how do you use IG or the social media? How do you use that
media
to your advantage?
I use it because like obviously everyone uses it. And obviously IG is like
it's free.
Like it's free. It's like I think it's like almost the most popular app on like App Store or whatever in the US and probably the other countries. But obviously I'm like this out of everyone else.
Right.
So obviously you get, I guess, people to follow it, like your friends, like you start following people, you give them more followers. And like that, I guess it becomes more popular, you know, it's gonna come over here suggested and shit.
No.
So people are gonna be like, oh, Ociel cuts hair, and they're probably gonna click on that shit and they're like, oh, this nigga does and shit like that. So I feel like you need to put your name in it, because if people know you but they don't know you cut hair and they see some shit like that, they're gonna be attracted to it.
Facts.
So they're gonna be like, oh shit, that nigga Ociel cuts hair, and then they're gonna see, and if they fucking like it, they're gonna hit you like, oh, Ociel, get me in type shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like, just being consistent with it too, you know.
You think
it and then post yourself.
Yeah, let's say IG has changed the way we interact with people. Cause again, you said how you're like this from all the people. How does that affect your mentality? Like knowing that you're not number 1 or not number 10 or 20 or you're number 1,000,000.
I'm not even up there basically.
Yeah, you're number 1,000,000.
I don't know. I just see it as building to work, because you need work to like get somewhere, because you can't just be some random person and expect yourself to be like all the way in the top.
Yeah, you're right with that. But I also feel like people are
profit.
Yeah, like profit.
And profitable.
That.
Oh,
like people aren't that, you know. So people want the fast money. And again, back then when I was a freshman, I didn't work till I was 18, right? So that was my first job when I was 18. But even before that, like the only thing I knew was, well, what I saw and what I learned was just sell weed, you know. And most of people nowadays, again, they're still selling weed. And mind you, I was doing that when I was a freshman, and yeah, it was fast. but you know you gotta give a cut to him, and then if you're alone, then I bet for you. But if you're working with somebody else, you gotta pay him too. You know, so you're basically the middleman. You know, you're not the head, and you're not the customer. You're in the middle. You're in between, right? And I say that to say this again. Nowadays, if you want to do something or you're planning on doing something, you just have to go ahead and get lost. What I mean by that is go ahead and try it, you know. I heard this one saying that you truly never lose if you tried. You feel me? Because again, I could have been like, damn, I should have started that podcast. But now since I'm starting it, I'm actually doing it. 2 years from now, I could have been like, damn, at least I tried. You know? So I don't have that podcast in the back of my head no more because I tried it, you know. I'm glad that you're doing it now. I'm glad that, you know, you actually were able to tell yourself, you know what, let's try it out. Because again, nobody told you what to do, and you know, yeah, your dad was teaching you, but that's another story, you know. That's a whole other topic of why you started and how you started it, right? Because again, that's how I think about college. You know, you do your college, you do your degree, your classes, everything's already set up for you. It's just don't fuck up, just keep your mind straight, you know.
Yeah.
Just straight. There's fucking obstacles, tests,
but those are already there.
But it's already there, right? It's
already there.
But when it comes to, again, barbering yourself with yourself, wanting to start something from nothing, there's nothing. It's literally you like spawn, like you're right here, and then it's open field. You know, so it's open. Yeah, it's an open field, but
you need to create something.
You just have to start doing it. You know, you just get lost.
Right?
Yeah. So how will you tell those people that, again, are still there, are still in that bubble, are still following the matrix and all that of high school and then college and then probably save up and then boom. How will you tell them how to the startup? You know, well, basically, what's your kit?
My kit to like what?
For barbering.
For barbering,
like what do you need?
Well, obviously you need any machine section. You need your clipper and your trimmer.
What's a clipper?
The clipper is the one that's gonna do with the fading.
So the clipper is the little one, right?
Clipper is the big one.
Oh, it's the big one.
With the
it's
lever.
the actual.
Yeah, that one.
So that's the clipper.
That's the clipper. The trimmer is the smaller one.
Oh, the little skinny one with the.
Yeah.
So that's the trimmer.
The trimmer is obviously to line up guidelines, everything like that. Obviously the trimmer, you can basically almost do the same thing.
And how much is both of them? Like the average of the cost?
The average of the cost, let's say you get a decent one. I feel like each machine, they're probably ranged to like 150 to like in a decent one, like good, like actual good brand.
How much was yours?
Mine's, I think total one with that bought it. So I guess he had the amount to get a decent one. Mine came in a pack. I think it was close to 300. Close.
What was in it?
It was the trimmer, the clipper, and the guards. And then the little tools to fix it up, shit like that. You want to make it like zero gap and shit like that. Zero gap means it's gonna cut cleaner.
So if I'm trying to look for you said what? A clipper?
A clipper and trimmer, because you need both.
So you said 100 through 300? Basically,
they're pretty expensive. You can find a decent one for like 150. There's 100. Because I've seen those and they actually work really well. But there's like other ones that obviously are more powerful and leave them more sharper. Like they're good, like actual good machines to like work consistently every day.
Yeah.
And those range a lot. They could probably range up to like 400. But I mean, yeah, you can start off with some Walmart clippers too, on some genuine shit. You could start off with those.
Well, with some Walmart clippers?
Yeah, because like some people might genuinely not have enough money to really buy something. Or their parents might be like, oh, why do you want to cut hair for? Go be a lawyer, go to school, get good grades and whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're just
different shit. So you think
if
your dad never bought you the clippers, you wouldn't start it?
I mean, we already had clippers at the crib, but I don't know. Possibly. I think I probably wouldn't. Honestly, I don't think so. Cause if he was just like, oh, we have these at home, I probably wouldn't have wanted to do it as much because when I saw videos, they were wireless and we had wired ones. So obviously I'm like, oh.
And which is better, the wireless or wired?
I think for genuine power, and I guess what people genuinely use, the old motherfuckers, is the wires.
The wires.
But for now, like what I guess our generation uses now, probably like from 2010 to now, it's probably put a wireless. Because genuine, you get more emotion, you get more mobility.
Yeah.
Because with the wire, it's just like something that's kind of like holding you. It's not really that mobile, but wireless, you move it a lot more.
No, that's fire. And when it comes to the good part, making money, on average, how many people do you cut in a day?
In a day?
Like, what's have been the highest?
In a day, the highest, I think it was right now, Christmas thing, it was like 7 people. It was like 6 people.
Well, not counting Christmas. Like in a regular
day?
Yeah.
Regular day, I'll probably get like 2-3 people. So I charge them like only 15.
And what should people be charging them? Again, if you're starting, like, what's the lowest you could charge? Like, free?
Free, yeah, obviously, bro. Because like honestly, people are not gonna pay no fucked up goods.
Yeah.
So obviously, I started out free too. You know, I always told them, I'm like, I got you. It's free for the first time. And if they like that, I was gonna come back. If they wouldn't, so I'll let you out this shit. But no, obviously, some people did come back, which I liked. They just kept cutting their hair like always.
Yeah. So, what's your price? So the people that do want to cut and they're like, he's talking all this, but what's the price though?
My price, obviously, like genuinely, I started cutting this year for real, and the price is only $15. $15 for a cut is kind of like, some people it's cheap as fuck, and for others, I don't know, sometimes they be tripping. But yeah, no, I only charge 15 because obviously I'm starting. Well, I basically started a while ago, but it's at my crib, and you know I have everything for myself. So I guess I might have to change it up $20 next time. Next year. It's 20.
Damn, bro, yeah, messed up.
Yeah,
now it's 20.
Because low key the cuts they've been coming out pretty well, and then my dad sees them. He's
they're
and my
fire.
dad he been have experience from Mexico because that was literally his first like actual like
job?
Official job. Yeah, because he literally
him cutting hair.
Yeah, because he didn't go to school in Mexico. When the Pueblo station. He didn't go to school, bro. He dropped out. He went to work with my grandpa, and then obviously I think his cousin, because he's my uncle. Yeah, my uncle. He came to the Pueblo one day because he's from the city. In Mexico City, and he was like, if you want, I could go teach you to cut hair. Because my dad was low-key doing it there, but he just never like fully committed to it. He was just like once in a while would cut up like random ass.
Oh really?
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, he would tell me, he'd be like, he'll cut up los niños que no tenían dinero.
No way.
Los que no tenían nada. Gratis. Those for free. The people that didn't have bread, free.
Hero. Damn. Oh really?
Yeah, he told me. And then obviously when he got there, he took the course, he got it done, and then from there worked with my uncle for I think like 2 years or a year.
Yeah.
And he was just there for a consistent basis, always working, and obviously he already knows what a good cut looks like, and he's always trying to help me to perfect it.
Yeah.
So he's always told me like, your cuts are good, and charging only 15 is like really cheap for you. So I think next year I start charging 20.
20 next year. Starting next year is 20. So if y'all need a cut and it's like, damn, I only got 20 beans in the bank.
Oh, la verga.
I only got 20 beans in the bank.
Oh, we chillin'.
Slide through.
Yeah, we chillin'.
So siblings wise, you have 2 older sisters.
2 older sisters.
Shout out. Future
eye doctor. How you call it? Professionally.
Something eye doctor.
Something eye doctor.
A long ass name.
Karen. And then Roxana, she's gonna be a physical therapist. She's gonna help crippled niggas out. So, yeah, she's gonna help you out.
So family wise, how? Cause again, your dad just turned 50.
Yeah.
Milestone 50.
Halfway there. So
yeah. And your sister said something that really like hit when she said it. She said that she's happy that your dad stayed, your dad's been around. How does that motivate you? Like your family, your sister, both of your sisters, now they are in college. They're doing their thing. Your older sister, she's, not even in Jersey, right? PA, your other sister, she just constantly at school, working. How does that motivate you?
How does that motivate me?
Since they're both in college and they're their thing. And
I guess it motivates me to be somewhat better because obviously they went to a better school since high school. But I don't know. I guess it makes me want to be better because obviously I didn't go to as good of a school and stuff. And I guess going to a school like that makes you think like, oh, I'm smart enough, so I'm gonna do something that's related to university to obviously get something big. But I didn't see it as that. I saw it as, why go to a different high school if I can just go here and probably get the same job, going to the same school and making the same amount or even more money. But I don't know. I think I'm just be better, because not better than my sisters, but try to be, better than what I was expected to be at the other high school. So like, obviously, who knows, my parents could have been like, oh, puede hacer algo de estudiar, lawyer or some shit like that, but
Yeah.
obviously here they might have gave me a different idea.
Facts.
But like, for me, it doesn't really matter, because either way, I still want to do something that was gonna make me money. I kind of didn't like, I don't like doing schoolwork. I don't like doing that shit. I like doing hands-on work.
Yeah.
Even going work with my dad, I like to do that shit, because obviously it makes me sweat. It makes me feel like I earned my money for it.
Facts, yeah.
So like, I feel like that's what I genuinely like. I don't like reading bugs. I don't like telling niggas, oh, you gotta do this so we can get this response. Like, I'd rather like go out and do something that's gonna actually get me a physical result.
That's why I said that. Like, nowadays people are not comfortable, but there's just want that fast money. Again, making hobbies, just getting lost. Just get lost in this world. People are so anxious of what if this happens. Like, oh, I gotta do this. And actually, it's funny that we're talking about this. I actually want to put this question out there, because I had one friend. I don't think in the first video I finished explaining this story, but it was me, my friend. We were in his car. He was driving. I was passenger. And I don't know what led to the conversation, but he was just like, oh, why is money always the root of all evil? Like, why do we need money? Like, why are we working so hard for, just to survive our basic needs? I told him that, what if money wasn't the root of all evil? Like, what if we didn't need money? Like, shit would have been chaos, And I told him that you have to find your own opportunities. You just can't wait and just let it just drop out of the sky and just boom, like here, right? And I told him, and I want to tell you this. You think that us living where we live here, you think that you're losing from those opportunities that other people have, aka New York, or aka another big town
in general, like,
or aka the suburbs. You think that we're losing opportunities living here? If you live in a small town, and again, if you're from here, do you think that you're losing opportunities?
No, I don't think I'm losing.
Because again, I have one example. A friend, again, stay tuned, I got more videos coming, but I have a friend that's doing basketball. He's in college already, and he was from here.
Where?
Yeah, he did his freshman and junior year, and he moved to another high school. He finished freshman
and sophomore?
No, junior and senior there.
Oh yeah.
So freshman, sophomore here in the high school, and then junior and senior over there. And then he went to college, and he's in a good basketball team. And that's why I'm asking you now, like, do you think that us living here, you're losing from opportunities that other people have?
I kind of want to say no as well, because I feel like sports wise, just maybe. But and then Brandon Cantero.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my god brother. And my boy he literally went on his 4 years here, went to Division II college and played in Mexico. Like, the opportunities are there. You just need to, I feel like, create them.
Yeah.
So I don't think so, because I feel like people said it before, but they were like, oh, he went there, but he's back here. And I'm like, but he did it. People are gonna like somewhat hate, or someone trying to like tell you like, oh, like, like, actually think about it, he's back here though. Like, no, nigga.
Nah,
like he did it. Like, yeah, I don't see the vision. Yeah, like, because if he never did it, then you can say, oh, that nigga never did shit.
Yeah.
But he did.
He stayed here,
Yeah, he stayed here. He went all his 4 years, went to college, and went to play. And he did it. He got the opportunity and did it. But then some people were like, oh, he came back. He came back, but have you done something like that?
Right.
Did you go play in like a whole different country, not even in the U.S.? I don't think there's opportunities taken away if you live in a certain place. Because if you create those opportunities yourself, and make sure you expose yourself to other things and other people,
yeah,
then people are gonna be like, oh, look at my boy low-key tough.
So for next year, what's your plans or what's your goals?
Next year,
Then there always has to be that one hard goal that is up there. Like it might seem impossible, but it's like, fuck it, I might as well throw it there. You know, like it's feasible, but it has to be hard. What's one of them?
What's one of them? Shit. Obviously, getting more people. I feel like getting more people is always the goal. But also getting better at the cuts, more content, exposing myself more so other people can see it.
You're gonna do content?
The content, yeah, maybe. Who knows?
What's your ideas? If you want to share your ideas, what's the content?
We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to like brainstorm some shit or try to like copy and paste off other people. But obviously, you can't always be the same.
And what's your IG so people can find you?
With my IG, I think it's at Ociel Cuts. You already know.
At Ociel Cuts?
Yes.
Alright, yo. So again, if y'all need a cut, DM him. Couple last words. What will you tell him watching this video? What should their mentality be for next year, for this year coming up, or this year right now? What should they do differently? Like them.
What they should do differently?
Yeah, what should they be doing differently this year?
I guess next year, work more hard for everything. Try to make the best of it because time flies. So, yes.
But something that I want to say before we wrap it up, be selfish. I'm not just saying this because, again, a whole new year, you gotta be different now. People gotta be selfish with their dreams and their goals. I'm talking to you, whoever's not outside their bubble yet. Try something different. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop just being anxious, just do it.
Because obviously some people are going to try to pull you down, but you gotta push them niggas off.
And we will be out. Again, for my guys, get your money up. And for my ladies, don't be no hoe. We gonna be out. Peace.